who's got microphones? Christian, you got it recording in the back? All right, cool, nerd. You got a microphone? Well, you go around it, ask away. So everyone knows the premise of this, we are not in character. This isn't real, okay?
Like we're shooting, brother.
What?
We're shooting.
Yeah, it's a shoot, bro.
It's a shoot, brother.
Yeah. So anyway, we're not in character. We're just talking to you. So if you have character stuff, save it for some other time. Just ask the who's, the what's, the why stuff on the show. But you guys were an awesome crowd tonight. Thank you. Seriously, give it up for yourselves. It was like everything we wanted. Cheered for the that was good. You booed the person that was bad. Like everything that's supposed to happen in pro wrestling. So thank you. Go around. Murphy.
Yeah, raise your hand if you got a question.
All right, cool. That's a wrap.
Hello, hello.
Okay, for TJ, are you friends with Walmart out of here?
So I assume you're referring to Jordan Morgan, Jason Johnson. I think we're friends. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, Jason Morgan, Walmart Travis. Thank you, yeah.
Chris Desmond.
Yes, hello. This is a sincere question. Rico, it's the first time we've seen you in a while here at the Monster Factory. How's it feel, brother?
Woo, imagine that, Rico de la Vega at a loss for words. Sorry, kids. No, but really, I mean, it's home. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. It's a whole different feeling. Look, when I walk through any curtain at any other company that I've worked at, you still get the butterflies. In my opinion, once those butterflies stop, you should just quit the business. You don't have that passion anymore. You should get nervous before that. I was crapping bricks back there because, you're coming home, you got to come harder than you left them with. You know what I mean? You got to leave something. And unfortunately, I wasn't successful tonight, but just walking out alone and feeling the energy from the entire crowd, you could have thought it was 1,000 people in here. That didn't matter at that point because I felt you guys' love for as much as I tried to make you not love me. But no, it's lovely. It's freaking, it's surreal in that sense. But it's always just like I never left because it's like a puzzle piece. It's like getting back on that bike. I come back here, it's like all love, it's all hugs. I see these kids evolving, and they're just like getting so much better with time. You see Danny, even he's evolving into like, he's got the whole dad vibe now, but I love him to death. But that's the thing, you have to come back, and you definitely got to bring something more to the table than what you left with. So I'm glad that I was able to provide that for you tonight. So yeah, I'm glad to be home.
Welcome home, welcome home. All right, see one in front here.
Here we go. As one of my former drum students, what's your next move? Is it to come back to the Monster Factory full time?
So I'll elaborate on the whole gist. So Phil here, I'm a Paulsboro resident. I went to Paulsboro High School. It's my alma mater. I played in a marching band. Music and wrestling have always been like my love. I've done them both, and it's always been very enjoyable for me. It's an outlet. So I was in marching band, started off at the cymbals. He was a killer on the tri-toms, and I always wanted to do the tri-toms and stuff. So I kept graduating up to the toms, went to the snare drum, bass drum, all that stuff, and I started, going about it that way. That's how I know this knucklehead. So am I coming back full time? What do you guys want? I'm not in this business for myself. I love it, and I'm in it more for you guys, as cliche as it sounds. If you guys don't want me here, obviously I don't go where I'm not wanted. Well, yeah, I do, because it antagonizes you. But I will give my word. I will try to get back here every show, every month, at least one show a month, if that's the route that we're going to go. If it's okay with Danny, and if you guys will welcome me back, I could be your favorite jerk here once again. Yeah, I'm always down to be home.
All right, we got one over here.
Is TJ and Mimi dating?
Look, guys, the rumors.
Where's Mom and Dad at? Mom and Dad here? All right, so do you have our show on Apple TV? They should know the answer. It was revealed. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, yes, it's been like 4.5 years. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bit.
Great question, great question. Let's see what we got right over here. Let me make my way on over. I was going YouTube. All right, let's see it.
This question is for Goldie. Goldie, what was it like to wrestle at Battle of the Valley in New Japan?
Great question.
It was a blast. It was really fun. It was fun to represent the Monster Factory. It was fun to, fly out to California. That's only the third time I've ever been out there. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to be able to wrestle in front of such a big crowd, in front of a sold-out crowd in San Jose. So yeah, I hope there's a lot more of where that comes from.
Yeah, boy. All right. Let me come to the front.
I just wanted to say that this is our first wrestling experience, and it was a wonderful show. Yeah, just wanted to say it was a wonderful experience and a wonderful show. Thanks a lot.
Wait. I want this to be heard. Let me hear what was your experience like?
It was wonderful.
Let's go.
Thank you for coming on out. Sorry. Well, thank you. What can I say? Thank you. No, whoa. I'm gimmick infringing right now. Who we got? Absolutely.
So I've been coming here for a little while, and I'm starting to notice the wrestlers and the refs interchange sometimes. Does everybody get cross-trained in everything?
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
The reason why I want to answer this is because, to answer your question short, is yes, everyone gets cross-trained. But we do it for a lot of reasons. Number one, just so you become more valuable within the industry. But it's also to show, respect and to show discipline. When you join, a minimum wage job, it's, expected you clean toilets, sweep, take shit commands from a jerk-off, right? Excuse my language, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So to me, there's a very difference between doing it because you have to and doing it to do it, because there's so much we do in life that we have to do it. But in wrestling, it's very much a choice, and it feels very free. And I hope the people that are join us, wrestlers, are listening to this and see what value you can actually get with the hard work, with putting in the grind. I'm like a schlub. I'm a schlub, that's just how it is. But I worked from October 2020 to this very moment, earning everything that was given to me from Danny Cage.
To interrupt my man over here, DK, Sam, give it up for him, seriously. He's one of those guys, and I want everybody to realize this. He's somebody years ago, it was the 80s and all, he wouldn't have made it in wrestling. They would have said, you can't do our drills, you can't do this, you can't do this, get out. And they would have bullied him and been treating him awful, and we would have missed out on something awesome. This dude does it all, helps everybody, he's positive with everything he does, and we just kept throwing stuff at him, let's see you go conquer this, let's see you do this, let's put you with this, let's put you with that. And every time he's killed it, and I told him, I was like, you're eventually going to be a babyface, and that's why I came up with the Conquistadors gimmicks for him tonight, because I was like, the crowd is going to get behind that, and then when they reveal themselves and they help out Mimi and Travis, they're full-on babyfaces, because it's to the point where they're so good character-wise that you guys are all smart and you get it, that you start to cheer for them even though you want to boo them, And like it does a disservice to put them out there with like really good baby faces because they're stealing their light. So like we're like, hey, look, see that Marvelous stealing the light? See how they do it? So what we did was we were just like, all right, we're just gonna have them for a while, and then we're gonna have them morph over to baby faces, which they did, which it worked out great. But like it's because they're both so good. Like Marvelous is so good, DK's so good, because they understand it's not about the big moves and all that. It's sometimes the character work that you guys get behind and you want to sing along with and say their catchphrases and all that. And that's what's missing a lot in wrestling. I think is everybody wants to get earmuffs, kids, gets their shit in, and then everybody else like was like, come on, I want to cheer for this guy. I want to sing along, and everybody's too busy trying to like pop the crowd and meaning like the boys in the back and all, but they're not the ones that buys tickets. Like you guys buys the tickets and you love them. They're fucking over with me. I'm sorry for cursing, but like I'm excited. I'm really excited for these guys because like he said, he came here in 2020 and I just went, huh. And then like he just kept working. I'm like, yeah, there's something to this guy. There's something to this guy. And then he just did it. Like this is the guy, like I don't have to give him a list. Every week he'll check what the building needs. He just goes, Dan, and I give him the card. He goes out and gets it. Or he goes out and gets it and goes, Dan, here, and then I give him the money for it. It's not like, hey, blah, 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 no bothering me. Like, he's just somebody you want on your company's side. And give it up for DK and Marvelous.
But to answer your actual question, before you started yapping, I love Marvin Sam, so I'm all for that. But there's so much more to wrestling than just wrestling, and we learn it all. And a perfect example is Felix Fernandez, who was Sammy Miami here, who was an amazing wrestler, but WWE needed a ref, and Dan put him in, and now he's reffing for WWE. So there's many different avenues you can go in wrestling, and here, unlike a lot of other schools, teach you all of them. I mean, I've reffed for more than a year. I got fired as a ref. I went back to reffing. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Let's see some hands, some questions.
And guys, questions about anything, like story-wise.
All right, right over here.
Okay, so Man Bun TJ. So have you noticed that you are literally wearing the Taylor Swift Reputation outfit? Just noticed.
I didn't before right now, but I love that. So.
He knows my favorite Taylor album. Get you a
Well done. Well done. One over here. Oh.
My question is for actually the four of you. It's the Body Snatchers and TJ and Mimi. Can you guys talk about how you put together that tag team match? Because there's one thing that I enjoy is just fun matches, and that was just such a fun match.
So, first things first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little absent for like half of it because we had a very long match. So, you know, doubling up is a little difficult, but part of it, I just spilled stuff on, we're gonna pretend it didn't happen. Part of it wasn't even planned. Everyone out here was chanting for the chicken fight. We had no plans of doing that. We just heard you all, we were like, well, we gotta go with it now, because like, you wanna, we're gonna let you see it. We just locked up and hoped for the best. So that was fun, and it was their idea for the conga line, so I'll let him talk about that.
We were talking about earlier how, you know, we're going to get our shit in. I just wanted to do a conga line. That was my only thing today. If I could accomplish the conga line, I'm good, and we did, so great.
Hold on, before you clap. I just want to say shout out to Nevaeh, Madonna, and Brian, our lights person, because it's really such a hard job to cue the music at the right moment and the lights at the right moment. Nevaeh, you know, she's the music person. That's her job. She killed it. Brian, our lights person, he's like adds the dimensions to make us look so cool. So shout out to them. Give the round of applause to them.
All right.
How long has Mimi been training here?
I started on November 17th, 2017, so it has been like 5.5 years, 6 years. Oh God, I feel old. I was 14 when I started. I am 21 now. That's so weird. But it's been so much fun, and the time has really flown. The brief intermission definitely like helps me be able to remember when everything happened. But it's been really cool. It's been awesome to grow up with wrestling. It's so different from a lot of the normal things that people get the opportunity to do. But I think it teaches you so many different things, and being at the factory has been amazing. I've met some of my best friends.
Nothing about a boyfriend.
He's my bestie too.
All right. Any hands? Let's see. Let me make my way on over. Let's go. Gotta get in ring shape.
So it's not really a question. I just want to say, I am speaking for all three of us. I am so happy we found y'all, because we came from the Baltimore Taco Festival. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. We came all the way from Baltimore, and this is actually our once-a-month trip, and this is like one of the most.
Are you the guys that were hitting me up on social media and all?
It was them
All right,
too.
awesome. Yeah, because
But I just want to say this is like one of the most fun we have. We love coming and hating on Dad Bod and Marvelous. So.
Yeah, now you get to cheer them. Now you get to cheer them. You get to buy all their merch and stuff.
Love to hate. We love to
Well,
hate.
give it up for them, everybody, taking that trip. And that's what it's about. Like I tell everybody, you don't know. Like I got on some of our students about not being in last night, but like. It was that moment, like, if they weren't there, you might not be here. You know what I mean? It was that interaction of being like, I want to go and find that dude and just yell and scream at him and boo at him. But, like, that's that ability those guys have, and, like, that was that moment, and that got you here. So, like, that's what it's all about. Like, that's why I love pro wrestling, honestly. Like, it's those little memories and stuff like that.
All right. Additional, let me not be blinded by the light. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, they're beautiful lights. Don't get me wrong.
How long did it take to play here?
What? How long do you have to? How old do you have to be? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
We have a juniors program that's open up for ages 10 to 17. So if you're, how old are you? 6.
4 more years.
No, I'll cut you a deal. If mom and dad let you do it at age 8, I'll let you do it at age 8. How's that? But we do have a juniors program every Saturday at, it's now at 11 a.m., but it was at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 11, but now it's 11 to 1. And also, we offer the juniors are allowed to come in and train with the regular students as long as a parent or guardian is here with them. Because sometimes we wind up going till 10, 11, 12 at night, and we just don't want to be like, oh my God, we forgot there's a kid here. Mom and dad are outside waiting for this kid. So we want parents in here, and plus it's just, it's just better, safer for everybody if there's an adult around while we're all running around being idiots. But yeah, we do have the juniors program, and plus we have the kids' birthday parties and summer camps every year. And then if you're a junior member, the summer camps are actually free. So, like, when she joined when she was 14, like, she was done paying. She didn't have to pay again when she turned 18. She didn't have to pay again. It's one fee, you're over, and just keep going and train here for life. So, yes, coaching the kids' camp she was. And that's what everybody does here, too. That's what we do when we're here. And, like, you talk about, like, different jobs. When we're here, Brett coaches, Goldie coaches, Travis coaches, Mimi coaches, Marvelous, everybody coaches here. We all coach each other. We're all working together because it's not a 12-week program. It's not a one-year program. Pro wrestling is a lifelong journey. You're learning all the time, and I want these students to then start coaching so then they can even start to realize it even more, because then when they coach, they go, oh, that's why we do that. Oh, that's why Dan said that. And then I hear them saying what I say, and then they realize where I'm coming from, and they're coaching everybody, and I don't have to be dad to everybody. I got a bunch of aunts and uncles running around yelling at people. So it's always a good way to do things. I just talked a long time. Flatley, get some questions.
Who we got? I see one down here. Pardon me. So I'm just going to cross. Yeah, we'll alternate.
Okay, so for all the guys, would you ever consider like getting in full drag and doing a wrestling?
Yes.
Please. I have volunteered my makeup services for this for like 3 years now. I want it to happen.
So what we'll do is, so we used to have Factory Fridays, and Factory Fridays was we would have different themes. Like it would be a video game theme, and we'd all come dressed up as characters for video games and stuff. And we'd do 80s action movies and horror movies. So maybe we'll do, Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for the Memories, or whatever that Jolie Newmar thingy was. She's like, I don't even know what that is. Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, Leguizamo.
RuPaul. Yeah,
Was
RuPaul.
Who's that? Never heard of her. Nah, never heard of her. Did she maybe do a song, a duet with Elton John, Don't Go Breaking My Heart? I know who RuPaul is.
No!
Please. Yeah, she did. Thank you.
Great question. Great question. I think I saw another hand as well. Oh, here.
This is for the Body Snatchers and Brett. What's next in your guys' future? Are you guys up for another tag team or world championship belt?
What's next for, I guess, the individuals or as a trios? Because as a trios, it's like, yeah, we don't even have a trios belt. The storyline-wise, who knows? Like, it's Friday to Friday and then month to month. Are we going to hang out with Brett after this? Probably. Shoot the breeze? Probably. You know what I mean? So that's the plans. His plans is his plans, so I'll let him talk about it.
Yes, last show I was able to politic my way into losing the belt with my hands tied and against 3 people. So I think I'll be able to politic my way into another title shot.
He's got it. What is it? What's our February show? What's the date? February 17th, Brett Waters versus David Goldie. There you have it. He's
Let's
politicking
go.
his way right into it. Right into it. Crowd's going wild. All right, let's go.
All right. Questions?
Oh, wait. I'll tip something off here.
Yeah?
If he beats Goldie, it'll be him versus QT Marshall in March, or it'll be Goldie versus QT Marshall in March.
Can I make a suggestion for the March show name?
Yeah, what is it?
March L.
You're gonna have to go.
I'll be taking applications for a new broadcast.
Yeah,
partner.
please do. Please do.
Because
That
I'm
was
getting
horrible.
in the ring.
That was horrible. That
Mimi.
was not even close to good.
That was outstanding.
That
One
was
second. I'll win him back.
That
Road
was-
renowned.
Sucks. There you have it. We're back. We're back.
All right. Questions. Questions.
Get a question over there so my man Flatley has to move. He's all sweating in his suit, swamp ass and all. Oh, God.
Watch out. What's your question?
For both Mimi and Travis, is how do you guys prepare for double matches, sort of back to back?
So this would probably not be the best example of this, just because, as I was saying, the shorter matches are really easy to figure out. But I've had other back-to-back matches before, and it depends on the show. Because for something like this, because we were maining, I knew I really wanted to focus on our match. But sometimes I'll call only my first match until after I get back from it, and then I'll talk to the person who I'm wrestling after that and be like, all right, we got to figure this out. You always want to talk to everyone you're wrestling before the fans get in, just if you need to walk through positioning or anything like that. But as long as you have the general idea of the story you want to tell, you don't really need to have it word for word, bar for bar before you go out. You can talk to each other. Oh yeah, get a working mic when I'm done.
So for me tonight, it was interesting to say the least, because it's the first time that I've had 2 matches in the same night with 2 different dynamics. Like when I wrestled Xander, it was very heavy hitting and more serious. And obviously I wrestled those. You saw it. And you saw what happened. But like, it's my first time having to change my entire mindset of what I'm doing on the same night after only like 2 matches in between. And I didn't even know what I was doing until like 6:30 today. So.
I like to keep them all guessing. Why is this all of a sudden like we're like talking underwater and stuff?
Well, that's the same mic that you. I can.
Here, wait.
You want this one?
Yeah, well, this one seems fine. I think it's I think it's fine right now. I think that one was the bad one.
This one's the bad one.
I don't know.
Let me
I
get
can't
rid
tell.
of this. Let me
But
take
like,
this out
if
back.
you guys noticed, like we introduced into our championship matches and tag team matches 2 referees, so that's why we kind of utilized them for this match with Mimi and Goldie to kind of have the referee stop the fall from counting. Hope you guys picked up on that because like we've been having 2 referees because we didn't want our wrestlers to kind of like use the same old cliche cutoffs and everything else and the blind tag. So I was like, all right, let's think out the box. Let's have 2 refs out there so they have to think even more. And then it just gives us also like more tools to mess with and paint with. And that's what we try to do. And I just let these kids go. Like I go back there and I'll tell them what I want out of a match. And then like they'll come with feedback. And I don't want to know. I just, if you have questions over certain things, let me know. But like I want to be surprised this way. So like if they failed on their own. And if they succeeded, it's, hey, you did it, not me. That was all you. So, like, it's a win-win. I try to tell all the kids it's like working with a net here. That's what we do. If there's not any more questions, like if we have a couple more questions, cool. But if not, like we'll end the feed, and then we'll all hang out for a couple more minutes and do autographs, pictures, and all that stuff, right? That sound cool?
We got one over here.
Got questions? Cool. Go ahead,
got one
nerd.
over here?
We got a couple more questions. Yeah, cool.
Hyena, when are you getting back into wrestling?
Thank you. Second photographer here at the Monster Factory. Shoot, I'll be in next week. I just gotta put in the work. Talk to Danny for about certain things. I survived Puerto Rico last weekend. So yeah, next week I'll be back in action. I'm medically cleared. I'm A-okay.
Yes, we needed some more baby faces, so Hex will be in here lighting it up. He'll be getting booked for sure. He ain't gonna be a photographer that long.
So this is for Goldie. So you have a match with Macklin coming up. So I'm curious, how are you feeling and how are you preparing?
I am feeling excited. I mean, Macklin was Dan's first student that he got signed, so it'll be fun to have kind of a, not to say past. I mean, he's a past student, but kind of the past versus the present of the Monster Factory, and obviously he's doing big things now. So hopefully that will get some more eyes here as well, because I think we all deserve it. I think we put in enough work that we should be getting seen.
That was the thing also with Goldie is, like, Macklin just hit me up about that. Like, Macklin just hits me up and was just like, WrestleMania week, I want to make a priority. I want to get there. And I'm like, you're booked. Here's our thing. He's like, give me Goldie. I want to work with Goldie. Cool. That's it. And, like, I just sent him the flyer, and it was a done deal. It was so funny, too, because, like, someone was like, and this is why wrestling makes me laugh sometimes, because, like, fans make me laugh, and it's just so silly. But, like, someone, like, commented, like, then I guess Goldie's beating Mimi because you announced that it's a championship match. Like, I've started movies before, and, like, I don't go, like, oh, I can't watch part 1, 2, because I know there's a part 3, so part 1 and 2 we don't need to watch. Like, that's not the way it works. Like, this is still a great story, still a great match. And heck, who says that she couldn't win? And then it's just Goldie versus Macklin. It so happened that match was going to be a championship match. That's it. Any more questions? And I'm not rushing you guys. I just want you guys to be able to get a good experience because we've been all here for a couple hours. So let's are we good? Like unless there's like a really groundbreaking question like, Dan, why are you so handsome? Like we can just move on, right?
Well, what's
Right?
the answer for that one?
It's come on, bro.
Good answer.
See? That's it, man. We got cameras. We can all see. All right, cool. Let's put the lights on. Let's cut the feed, and let's have a hangout and pictures and videos and all. Lights
Thank
up.
you all so much for
Thank
joining
you guys.
us.
Thank you.